Andromeda by Gerard, Manley, Hopkins. Now time's Andromeda on his rock root, if not either beauty's equal or her injuries, looks off her both horns of shore, her flower, her piece of being, doomed dragons folk. Time past she has been attempted and pursued by many blooms and banes, but now hears a roar, a wilder beast from west when all were more rife in her wrongs, more lawless and more lewd. Pursues linger and leave her to the extremes. Where he treats her time and hangs his thoughts on her, forsaken that she seems, or while her patience, more sailed into pangs, mounts into Elitis arms, no one dreams of Gorgon's gear and Babel, thongs and fangs. As Kingfishers Catch Fire by Gerard, Manley, Hopkins. As kingfishers catch fire, dragonflies draw flame, as tumbled over rim and round the wells down the ring. Like each tugged string tells, each hung bells, bow swung finds tongue to fling out broad its name. Each mortal thing does one thing and the same, deals outward being in this, each one dwells. Selves goes itself, myself I speaks and spells, crying what I do is me, for that I came. I say more, the just man justices, keeps grace, but keeps all his goings graces, acts in God's eye, what in God's eye he is, Christ. A Christ placed in 10,000 places, lovely in limbs and lovely in eyes not his, to the Father for the features of men's faces. At the Wedding March by Gerard, Manley, Hopkins. God of honor hang your head, groom and grace you, bride, your bed of lissom scions, sweet scions out of hollowed bodies bred. Each be others comfort kind, deep deeper than divine charity, dear charity, fast you ever fast bind. When let the March treat our ears, I to him turn with tears, who to wedlock, his wonder wedlock, died tramp and immortal years. Brothers by Gerard, Manley, Hopkins. How lovely the elder brothers, with all laced and the others love laced, at once a bell witnessed, so fortune fell, and shrovetide to years gone, a boy's place brought on, part was picked for John, young John, when fear and joy, and revelled in the elder boy. The night was come now, all our company thronged the hall, Henry by the wall beckoned me beside him, I came where called, and I turned by meanwhiles, making my play turn most on tender byplay. For rung all on last wreck, my lad and lost on Jack, smiled, blushed, and bit his lip, or drove with a diver steep, clutched hands down through clasped knees, truth's tokens tricks like these, old tell-tales, without stress he hung on the imp's success. Now the other was brass-bowed, he had no work to hold, his heart up at the strain, the noise ran the vein. 2 tedious acts were past, Jack's call and cue at last, when Henry, heart forsook, dropped eyes and daredn't look. How all rung, young dog, he did give tongue, but Harry in his hands he has flung his tear-tricked cheeks aflame, for fond love and for shame. Our nature framed and foiled, there's comfort when there's sword. Nature bad, base, and blind, dearly thou canst be kind, where dearly when dearly, I cry thou canst be kind. Cheery Beggar by Gerard, Manley, Hopkins. Beyond Magdalen and by the bridge, on a place called the Plain, and some in a burst of summertime, following falls and falls of rain, and the air was sweet and sore, of a flown fine flower, of those gold nails and the galings that hang along a line. The motion of that man's heart is fine, whom want could not make pine, that strong you should not see him, a gift should cheer him, like that poor pocket of pence, poor pence of mine. Heaven Haven by Gerard, Manley, Hopkins. I have desired to go where springs not fail, to fields of flies no sharp-sided hail, and a few lilies blow. I have asked to be when no storms come, where the green swell is in the haven's dump, and out of the swing of the sea. I wake and feel the fell of dark, by Gerard, Manley, Hopkins. I wake and feel the fell of dark, not day, what hours, of what black hours we have spent this night, what sighs you, heart, saw, ways you went, and more must in yet longer lights delay. With witnesses speak this, but where I say hours I mean years, mean life. No lament it cries countless, cries like dead letters sent to dearest him but lives, alas, away. I am gall, I am heartburn, God's most deep decree, bitter would have me taste. My taste was me, bones built in me, flesh-filled, blood-brimmed with curse. Selfiest, the spirit of Daldo's sauce. I see the lost are like this, and the scorched to be as I am mine. We're sweating selves, but worse. It was a hard thing to undo this knot, by Gerard, Manley, Hopkins. It was a hard thing to undo this knot. The rainbow shines but only in the thought of him that looks, yet not in that alone, for who makes rainbows by invention, and many standing round the waterfall see one bow each, yet not the same to all, but each a hand's breadth further than the next. The sun on failing waters writes the text, which yet is in the eye or in the thought. It was a hard thing to undo this knot. Let me be to thee as the circling bird, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. Let me be to thee as a circling bird, or bed with tender and air-crisping wings, that shapes and half-light its departing rings, from both of whom a changeless note is heard. I found my music in a common word, trying each pleasurable thought that sings, and each praised sequence of sweet strings, and now infallibly which I preferred. The authentic hands was discovered late, which ends was only strains that I approve, never signs or gone out of date, and minor sweetness scarce made mention of. I have found the dominant of my ancient state, love, O my God, to call thee love and love. Love preparing to fly, Gerard Manley Hopkins. He played his wings as though for flight, they whipped the sky with glassy light. His body swayed upon tiptoes, like a wind-perplexed rose, and eddies of the wind he went, at last up the blue element. Moonless darkness stands between, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. Moonless darkness stands between. Past the past no more be seen, but the Bethlehem star may lead me to the side of him who freed me from the self that I have been. Make me pure, Lord, thou art holy. Make me meek, Lord, thou art lowly. No beginning and alway, no begin on Christmas Day. Moonrise, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. I awoke in the midsummer, not to call night, in the white and the walk of the morning. The moon dwindled and thinned to the fringe of the fingernail held to the candle, or paring of paradisiacal fruit, lovely and warning but lustreless. Stepping from the stool, to break from the bearer, or dark mine ever the mountain. I cusped a clasp him, a fluke yet fanged him, entangled him, not quite utterly. This was the prized, the desirable night, unsought, presented so easily, parted me leaf and leaf, divided me, islet and islet of slumber. Patience, hard thing, Gerard Manley Hopkins. Patience, hard thing, for hard thing but to pray, but bid for patience is, patience who asks, once war, once wounds, various times as tasks, to do without, take tosses and obey. Where patience roots and weeds, and weeds away nowhere, natural heart's ivy, patience masked, are ruins of wrecked past purpose. There she bars purple eyes and seeds of liquid leaves all day. We our hearts great on themselves, it kills the bruise from there, yet the rebellious wills of us we do bid God, bend to him even so. And where is he who more and more distills delicious kindness? He is patient, patience fills his crisp comes, that comes for ways we know. Peace, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. Will you ever, peace, wild dove, shall wings shut, you round me roaming and under be my bows? When peace will you, peace, I no play a pocket to out my heart. I yield you do come sometimes, but that peace mere peace is poor peace. A pure peace allows alarms of wars, the daunting wars, the death of it. For surely a living peace, my Lord should leave in you some good, and so he does leave patience exquisite, that plumps to peace thereafter. And in peace he does house, he comes with work to do, he comes not come to coo, he comes to brood and sit. Repeat that, repeat, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. Repeat that, repeat, cuckoo, bird, and open ear-wells, heart springs, delightful sweet, the ballad, a rebound of trundled timber and scoops of a hillside ground, hollow ground, for the landscape flushes on a sudden at a sound. Spring and Fall, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. Margaret, are you grieving over golden grove unleaving? Leaves, like the things of men, you with your fresh thoughts care for, can you? As the heart grows older, it will come to such size colder. By and by, no spare a sigh, or words of womanhood leave me a lie, and yet you will weep, know why. Now no matter, child, the name, sour springs are the same. No mouth head, no nor mind, express what heart heard of, ghost guessed. It is the blind man was born for, it is Margaret you mourn for. Spring, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. Nothing is so beautiful as spring, and weeds and wheels shoot long and lovely and lush. Fresh eggs look little low heavens, and fresh through the echoing timber does a rinse and ring the ear. It strikes like lightnings to hear him sing. The glassy poetry leaves and blooms, a brush that is canting blue. The blue is all in a rush with richness, raising lamps to have fair their fling. What is all this juice and all this joy? A strain of the earth's sweet being in the beginning in Eden garden. Have get before it cloy, before it cloud, Christ Lord and soul with shining, innocent mind and maiden and girl and boy, most to mate's child, the choice and worthy the winning. The Candle Indoors, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. Some candle clear burns somewhere come by, amused at how its being puts blissful back, with yellowy moisture mild nights blee all black, or to throw tender trambeams truckle at the eye. But at the window what task would fingers ply, and plot wandering, are wanting, just for lack of answer the eager, are wanting Jesse or Jack, the God to aggrandize, God to glorify. Come you indoors, come home, your fading fire meant first and vital candle in close heart's value. You were our master, do your own desire, what hinders? Are you beam blind, yet to a fault in a neighbor deaf-handed? Are you that liar, and cast by conscience out, spend savor salt? The Habit of Perfection by Gerard Manley Hopkins. Elected silence, sing to me and beat upon my whole ear. Pipe me to pasture still and be the music that I care to hear. Shape nothing, lips, be lovely dumb. It is the shut, the curfew sent, the where all surrenders come, which only makes you eloquent. Be shaded, eyes, with double dark, and find the uncreated light. This rug and reel, which you remark coils, keeps, and teases simple sighs. Palate the hutch of tasty lust, desire not to be rinsed with wine. The canvas be so sweet, the crust of fresh that come in fasts divine. Nostrils your careless breath would spend upon the stern keep of pride, what really should the senses send along the sanctuary's side? A feel of primrose hands, our feet, that wont the yield of plushy sward, that you shall walk the golden street, and you and house the Lord. And poverty be woe the pride, nor the marriage feast begun, and lily-coloured cloaks provide, your spouse not laboured at, nor spun. The Halfway House, Gerard Manley Hopkins. Love I was strewn upon the mountain side, and bid to catch another drop of day. See love I creep, and woe on wings dust dried. Love it is evening now, and woe away. Love it grows darker here, and woe at above. Love, come down to me if thy name be love. My national old Egyptian reed gave way. I took of wine across my rod or root, and next I hungered. Love and here they say, or once or never took love's proper food, but I must yield the chase, or rest and eat. Peace and food cheered me, therefore always meet. Here yet my paradox, love, and all is given, to see thee I must see thee, to love, love, as overtake thee at once, and under heaven, if shall overtake thee at last above. You have your wish, and there be words once said, he is with you in the breaking of the bread. The Handsome Heart, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. But tell me, child, your choice, what shall I buy you? Father, what you buy me I like best. The sweetest air that said, still pleaded and pressed, he swung to his first poised purport of reply. What the heart is, which like carriers let fly, doth darkness, how nature knows the rest, to its own fine function, wild and self-distressed, for its light is 10 years long to have how to and why. Manly hearted, more than handsome face, beauty speaking or muse of mountain wane, all in this case, bathed in high hollow and grace. If heaven were boon to buy you, boy or gain, not granted. Only, on what path you pace, run all your race, or brace stern of its strain. The lantern out of doors, Gerard Manley Hopkins. Sometimes the lantern moves along the night that interests our eyes. And look out where? I think, but from and bound I wonder, wherewith all down darkness wide is waning light. Men go by me, whom either beauty bright and mould of mind, or what not else makes rare. I rain against our much thick and marsh air, which beams till therefore distance buys them quiet. Therefore distance as soon consumes them. Wind, what most I may eye after, being at the end I cannot, out of sight is out of mind. Christ minds, Christ's interest, or to abode or mend, where eye swim, heart wants, care haunts, food follows kind, where ransom, where rescue, and first, fast, last friend. The Sea and the Skylark, Gerard Manley Hopkins. On ear and ear two noises too old to entrench, ride the tide that rams against the shore, with a flood or fall, low lull off or all roar, frequenting the while moon shall burn wind. Leaf hand offland I hear the lark is kent, as rush fresh re-winded new ski and score, and crisp of curl of wild wind whirl, and poor and pet music, till none's to spill nor spent. How is to shame the shallow and frail town, howling right out our sordid turbid time being pure. We, life's pride and cared for crown, have lost the cheer and charm of earth's past prime. Our make and making break are breaking, down to man's last dust, drain fast towards man's first slime. The Soldier, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. Yes, why do we all sing of a soldier? Bless him. Bless our red coats, our tars. Both his being, the greater part, but frail clay, and but fool clay. Here it is, The heart's insprout, it calls the calling Manley, gives the guess that, hopes that, makes believes, the man must be no less. It fancies, feigns, deems, dears the artist after his art, and fain will find a sterling, all is smart, and scarlet where the spirit of war will express. Mark Christ our King, he knows war, served the soldiering through, he of all can handle a rope best, there he bides in bliss now, and seeing somewhere some man do all that man can do, for love here leans forth, needs his neck must forlorn kiss, and cry, "O Christ done deed, so God with flesh does too, and where come or again, Christ, it should be with." The Starlight Night, Gerard Manley Hopkins. Look at the stars, look up at the skies, and look at all the firefox sitting in the air, the bright boroughs, the circus citadels where, down in them woods the diamond dwells, the elf's eyes, the grey lawns cold with gold, where Kirkard lies. Wind beat white beam, airy able set on the flare, flake doves and floating forth at the farmyard scare. Ah well, it is all a purchase, all is a price. Bywin, bidwin, what? Prayer, patience, alms, woes, look, and mamas like an orchard bows. Look, March bloom, like on mealed with yellow solos. We say indeed the barn, within those house the shocks. This peace-bird paling shuts the spouse Christ home, Christ and his mother and all his hollows. The times are nightfall, Gerard Manley Hopkins. The times are nightfall, look, the light grows less. The times are winter, watch, a world undone. The waste, the river worst, veils a run, or bring more or more blazon man's distress. And I not help, nor word nor of success. All is from wreck here, there to rescue one. Work which to see scarce so much as begun makes welcome death, this dear forgetfulness. Or what is else? Where's your will within? We rid the dragons, root out where the sin. Your will is a law in that small commonweal. The God I come from, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. The God I come from to we go, all day long like fountain flow. From the hand out sway the boat, mowed like in the mighty glow. What I know of we are blessed, so knowledge by stress on my being and the seeing something of the holiness. Once I turned from we and hid, bound on what war heads forbid. So wind I would, I sinned, I repent of what I did. Bad I am, but yet thy child, Father we were reconciled. Spare for me, since I see with the might that war admired. I have life before me still, the purpose to fulfill. Ye are dead to pay thee yet, help me, sir, and so will. And thou bidst, and just for art, you shew mercy from my heart towards my brother, every other man my mate and counterpart. To him who ever fought with love of me, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. To him who ever fought with love of me, or ever did for my sake some good deed, and will appear, looking such charity and kind compassion at his life's last need, that he will out of hand and heartily repent his sin and all his sins be freed. To his watch, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. Mortal my maid, being my rocker heart, warm breed with cold breed company, shall I earlier or you fail at our force, and like ruins of, rifled once a world of art? The telling time our task is, time some part, and all, but we were framed to frail and die, on spell and velvet one, where and whereby is comfort's carol of all our woes worst smart. Field flown, a departed day no morning brings, saying, this was yours, of her, but new one, worse, and then that last and shortest. To what serves mortal beauty, by Gerard Manley Hopkins. To what serves mortal beauty, dangerous, does the dancing blood, the O sealed so, feature, flung prouder from when pursled hewn let's treat to? See, it does this, keeps warm man's wit to the things that are, what good means, where glance master more maven gaze out of contenance. Was lovely lads once wet fresh, windfalls of war storm, or when should Gregory, a father, have gleaned else from swarmed Rome? But God to a nation, dealt the day's dear chance. To man, that needs would worship, block of barren stone, our law says, love what are, love's worthiest, were all known. World's loveliest, man's self, flashes of frame and face. What do when, how meet beauty, merrily meet it, on home at heart, heaven's sweet gift, then leave, let it alone. Ye wish that woe, wish all, God's better beauty grace. What being in rank old nature, Gerard Manley Hopkins, what being in rank old nature should earlier have a breath, than that here person tells of these heart-song powerful peals? A bush-proud beetle-bowed billow is it? with the southwesterly wind blustering, with the tide rolls reels of crumbling, foundering, thundering, all surfy seas seen underneath the glassy barrel of the fair green, all jaunting, vaunting, vaulting, assaulting, trumpet telling. What shall I do for the land that breed me, by Gerard and Hopkins? What shall I do for the land that breed me, her homes and fields that folded and fed me? Be under her banner and live for her honour. Under banner I live for her honour. Under banner live for her honour. Not the pleasure, the pay, the plunder, but country and flag, the flag I am under. There's the shilling that finds me willing to follow a banner and fight for honour. We follow a banner, we fight for our honour. Call me England's fame's fond lover, a fame to keep, a fame to recover. Spend me or end me, what God shall send me, but under her banner I live for her honour. Under her banner we march for her honour. Where's the field I must play the man on, or welcome there steel or cannon? Immortal beauty is death of duty, if under her banner I fall for her honour. Under her banner we fall for her honour.